everyone's well. This is my first video of the new year, and I'm not gonna lie, I have been fishing. I didn't do very well. I caught a dogfish. I didn't blank. I went fishing with Ross and a few other people. It's more of a social rather than a serious fish, so I didn't bother taking a camera or anything. Just a nice one to meet up on the 2nd, I think it was, 2nd of January. But we're out tonight. There's a whole bunch of us down on the beach tonight. Got Tom and Nobby from Slamfish Isle of Wight to my right as I look at the sea, but to my left at the minute. Martin's to my right. I've got Ross and then John. So there's 6 of us down here, 12 rods. Target is a ray, hopefully. It's a little bit windy, but I can't set the proper camera up just yet because the tide's coming in and I'm gonna have to move it all, and to be honest with you, I can't be bothered, so I'm just gonna do it on this just quickly. As soon as we get back there I can set everything up properly. We are at Redcliffe, which is the far end of Yaverland, on the far left hand side as you're looking at the ocean of Sandown Bay. So fingers crossed we can get something. There's enough rods in the water, we should at least be able to show you a fish of some sort, hopefully a ray. I've got all fish bait, which I shall show you right now quickly. So as you can see there, that's what I've been baiting up already. So that mackerel I caught myself last year now. Got some squid there, some sand eels. That is my bait, not just that. I've got more of it in there, but that is what I'm using today. And oh yeah, check it out. I bought myself a Christmas present. So I've got a Mag 4, the mixed ground version, which is a 6 and bait equivalent of. But that's courtesy of Andy down at West Wight Angling. Sorted me out a really good deal on that. So get yourselves down there and speak to him and maybe be able to sort you out something similar. It's a stunning looking rod. I haven't had a cast with it yet. It's the first time I've actually put it together. So on one rod I have got a loop rig, Portsmouth loop rig, 5-ounce lead. Because we're going for rays, I've actually put a pennel on that on the bottom hook there, so that's pennelled up. That's got that's got mackerel and squid, which I've left flesh side out. The top hook is only a single 2-0, and that's got flesh side in. Same wrap, but flesh side in, and a little glowy bead. On the other side, I'm doing a pulley pennel. That's got a 3-0 specimen. And that is a sand eel. Well, they're more like launch really. Sand eel and squid wrap, nice and neat. That's on a 6. That's on the new rod. I want to put a 6 on it just to give it a whack. But yeah, let's chuck these out and hopefully we can get into a couple of fish. Right, there we go. Finally managed to set everything up. We've moved back and now I'm on the proper camera. I forgot to bring the card last time, so in the last video that I did, it was all on my phone again. So it's nice to be able to see the screen, so I know I'm in shot, see the rods behind me, and hopefully we can get a fish. We've been fishing for probably maybe, I don't know, 40 minutes, probably a bit longer, I don't know. I've only done one bait change because we've moved back, but I've managed, luckily I re-spooled one of my reels, so I've been able to at least wade out a bit. I've got my waders on for the first time for quite a while, wade out and whack them out. There's now 7 of us down here, so there's plenty of bait going in the water. Loving the way that Pen Mag 4 casts. Not sure it sits in the rod rest quite as nice as the Tronics. I do like the way that the Tronics bend right at the tip. More of a gradual J rather than this one's got a bit of an overall, but it's definitely tippy. But yeah, we're chucking baits out. Hopefully we can get a fish. John's had the smallest whiting in the world, so he's not blanking. But yeah, hopefully we can get something. I wonder if any of other people have that moment when they're taking bait off a hook and you're pulling it really hard and in your head you're thinking, oh, I hope this doesn't go wrong because the hook could go in your hand. Yeah, I just said that, thought it, and then whacked it. I put the pennel straight in the finger, right in the, on my sort of, I don't know what that even is called. This finger, my ring finger on my right hand. And right in the barb went in as well. And I was like, oh, you're kidding. And luckily I pulled it really hard and the barb came out of a different hole, and I just yanked it. But I came prepared, I've got plasters. After that accident on the boat, I now have a first aid kit, so there we go. Lesson learned. Well, Martin's had a dogfish now, and John just thought he had another fish, but it turned out to be a branch. Water's starting to fill in now. When we came down, I mean, it was dark when we got down here, obviously, but there's a gully that runs, it's all filled in now, so now I'm wading, well, I haven't recast yet again, but I will be wading through it, getting up to the other side of the bank and then casting out over it. But I think we all clocked it when we came down, because there's obviously a potential place to catch a bass. So I'm saving all my bait. I'll drop it in there a bit when the tide comes in a little bit more, and I'll probably drop one in close. But yeah, it's pretty quiet at the moment. It's 8 o'clock. Like I say, the tide started to flood a lot earlier than we thought, so we've been fishing for an hour or so. But yeah, it's a bit of a slow start, but it's nice. We're out, that's the main thing. It's clear and it's not raining, because the weather has been awful lately. But yeah, it's nice to get out, to be honest. There we go, one more move. I just need to recast the other one. That trench is pretty deep now. I still haven't had a fish, not even a bite. But Tom's just had a little thornback ray, about that wide on the wingspan. It was stunning. So yeah, there's definitely fish out there. There's a few coming out, so with any luck, I can get one as well. Oh, there we go, man. So it's £6.6 small-eyed ray, so that's wicked. So there's 2 rays come out, and we're here ray fishing. I would like one. I've only ever had 2 still. Well, 3 actually with a stingray. But for some reason I don't ever count that. I don't know why. Yeah, I've only ever had 3, and I really want one tonight. Yeah. Anyway, I'll keep plugging away. He had that one on sand eel, so I'm going to do up a sand eel bait now. Just brought one of the rods in, whack one out. Oh well, I am still blanking at the moment. I think I've had a couple of bites. I thought I had a bite earlier, but it didn't turn into anything. That gully's really filled up now, so I did just wade out again, but it came up to right into the crotch sort of thing, and there's a little bit of swell coming through as well, so I think that's probably the last time I'm going to be able to wade. But yeah, just keep whacking these baits out. That is the moon behind us. So I mean, in all fairness, the conditions shouldn't be that good, but there's 2 rays have come out already, so, and we're not even halfway into the session yet really, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm feeling positive. You never know. Yeah, so I went over and I thought I videoed Martin getting a ray, but I didn't. It's that old double tappy on the phone. But yeah, he had a nice small-eyed, I believe they said, 6'6". I think I've done that bit, just didn't say that he caught a ray. So Martin's caught a ray. Right, I was just while I'm waiting for a bite or any fish. I think someone's got bloody another one. I'll quickly show you the rig that I'm using. It's a pretty bog standard rig, I'm sure you all know. So it's basically it's a pulley rig. I've got 80-pound main line there, but rig body, probably about 800mm, 80 centimeters, and then I've got about 75 centimeters of 50-pound, and then it's to that bait there, which is quite a neat little bait. It's not very big. That's only got a 2.0 specimen and a 2.0 octopus hook on it, with a little bit of you know, a bit of tubing there, a bit of neoprene tubing, just to keep the tension there. So I'm gonna go and have a look, see what's going on. Who's got one now? There we go. So that, sorry for blinding you, mate. That is ray number 2, and about the same size. It's so sweet, isn't it? What sort of ray is it?
Painted.
Is it? Oh yeah, the guy, you can see the eyes are tiny, aren't they? Look at that, so sweet, isn't it?
Beautiful, isn't it?
Well done, mate.
Cheers, mate.
2 rays, check him out.
Oh, it makes you sick.
Oh, well there we go. Tom's had another one, that's so cool. So sweet. They're like that. They're wicked. I really want one. Yeah, so there we go, there's 3 rays coming out, so brilliant. I just really would like to get one now myself. God, I've just been having a faff with this camera because I haven't really properly had a look at all the settings yet, and I've been playing with it, and now I don't know if it's recording properly, so hopefully it is. No bites to me anyway, just saying. This tide is really motoring up now. There's not a whole bunch. I mean, I've probably got, I don't know, maybe 30 feet, and then it's cliff. But I don't think we'll be able to fish all the way up. I mean, we weren't planning on fishing all the way up anyway. But then the tide has turned earlier. We were planning on fishing till 12, with high tide being about 1-2 o'clock. But the tide turned as soon as we got here, so thinking high tide is going to be earlier, in which case we're probably going to have to vacate a bit earlier than we thought, which would be a shame because I really want to get a fish. First video of the year, and it looks like it could be a blank, so don't forget to subscribe for many more blanks. All joking aside, I did catch some fish last year. I did get a stingray, I did get the Isle of Wight record bullhuss, and I had a couple of decent hounds, so I didn't do too bad. So there would be fish, normally, kind of, not all the time, but you know what I mean. Fishing is fishing, so sometimes you catch, sometimes you don't, but we always love going out, don't we? Yay! Right, sorry, I've just come in that way, I've just been having a chat. We're making a decision to move, because we're getting pushed out by the tide. It's a really big tide tonight, and apparently I've never fished here before, but the beach has changed quite a bit. So where there was a beach that even when the tide pushed up, you can still fish off it, with all the storms that we've had over Christmas and December, it's washed a lot of the shingle and stuff away. So we're constantly moving back, but we've now got nowhere else to move back, and next half hour we'll probably get pushed off the beach. So it's 10:30. We're going to pack up as quickly as we possibly can. We're going to head down to the Grand, which is just over there. I can see it from here where I am. We're not going to get pushed away from the tide. We can still fish for another hour, maybe an hour and a half, and hopefully get into a fish. So see you when we get over there. And there we go. And as if by magic, we're set up again. Not too bad, to be honest. Half-hour turnaround, pack up, get up a cliff, get back down, get some baits in the water. So we're fishing again. Now we're outside the Grand. Grand Hotel is right there. We're right in Sandown Bay. Yaveland is just there. Hopefully it will produce. I say, yeah, most people have had fish. There's 6 of us have moved, and there's only me and Nobby that haven't had a fish. So, I mean, there was 3 rays that came out, so that's pretty good, really, you know. But it would be nice to get one, so I'm going to sort some fresh bait out. Hopefully get into a fish. I thought I might have had a little sniff of a bite then. But I've seen a few shooting stars, so if nothing else, at least I've seen some shooting stars tonight. And I've seen some rays, just not mine. But I've just rigged up that loop rig again with sand eel and squid. I'm going to probably prep up another couple of baits, but I don't know, I'm going to give it I'll give it an hour. If I haven't had a bite, I may consider packing up. Well, there we go. That's my last cast of the evening. It's 10 to 1 now. I I don't really think I've even had one proper bite, so a bit disappointing, but it's still nice to get out. It's nice to fish with a big group of us actually, and I will thinking about you know, because it's the start of the new year as well, I'm probably going to do a few lives again, because I used to do a few lives and I haven't done one for probably about a year, maybe even more. But yeah, I'm going to get into doing a few lives again, so you know, let me know if you're interested anyway. I mean, if you guys aren't interested, then obviously I won't bother. But I used to enjoy it. It's tiring doing a live, but yeah, it's good fun. And yeah, let's see how the year goes. But I'm going to give these a little soak for 10-15 minutes. I'm going to pack a few bits away and then I'll come back. Go Whiting!
Come on, mate!
Come on!
Mighty crab!
Come on! Woo! Yeah! Man, it is absolutely walling that day.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Too low. There we go. It's not a blank. Win, kind of. But we'll take it.
Is your first white of the year?
That is the first whiting of the year, mate.
Right,
that can go on. That
off.
is on the species list. That can be ticked off. Yeah. Do you know what? I don't know how long this has been on there for. So what I'm going to do, I don't think it's going to go back at all. I'm going to chuck it in my cool box, I'm going to chuck it in the freezer and I'll use it for bait the next time I go out. But chuffed really, I mean, I know it's only a whiting, but you know what, second venue of the night, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. We've been fishing for probably 6.5 hours, 6 hours maybe with, you know, changing and stuff. And I've got my first whiting of the year. Oh, there we go. Well, that's wicked, man. Like I say, got to christen the rod as well. It's on my new rod. Not really testing it with a whiting, but I'll just pack this away and I'll come back. How the mood changes with just one tiny little fish makes it all worthwhile. So I've had 2 sessions this year and I haven't blanked yet. I'm not too bad. I've had a dogfish and a whiting. Not the best sessions, but I'll take it. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Like I say, not the best session in the world, but there we go. Goes like that sometimes. But I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate your support as always. It's been amazing, and you're all epic. So yeah, until the next one, stay safe, take care, and maybe see you out there. Cheers.